right now when you're swinging and we're hitting like the push hook, you know, pattern, we have the club coming too far from low and inside, and then the hand path with that going too far to the right. Club too low and inside, too shallow. Hand path to the right. In with that, then we have a lack of pelvis and ribcage rotation. Now, anytime you swing and you see a push hook pattern, we know it's coming too low and inside. The irony of it, the trick is like, when I used to have that big issue, I would hook a ball left. And I'd say, all right, well, I hooked it left. So on the next one, I'm gonna swing more right. Because I must have hooked it left, swung left, whatever. But the more right you swing, the more you hit pushes, and then it even hooks more. It like makes the problem worse. The great irony of it is to fix the hook left, you have to swing the club more left. So I'm gonna put one so you guys can see down the heel line here for Nick. Now this reference point, keep your hands on the club, I'm gonna move you. This is a reference point for where I want the club shaft to go. Let your right foot release, turn towards me. So I want you to feel like the club is more down your heel line. So it's gonna be more to the left on your way through. Okay. Normally, you would swing down like the target line. Yeah. You with me on that? Yeah. So what a good player is gonna do to fix the pushing hooking, they come a little bit from inside, but then it comes back inside on the way through. So club down the heel line, awesome job. The right shoulder always stays down. You're almost gonna feel like your hands are gonna get left of your body. Club down the heel line. Steve and I do a drill, it's called hands to the walls. If I were a wall, you're trying to get your hands more left to the wall compared to out there, yeah? Good. Now we're gonna do a couple practice swings, and let's just do kind of half swing on the way back and half swing through, just to kind of arms parallel. And I want you to try and feel like you get the club over that heel line and hold your finish. Kind of halfway back, halfway through. Perfect. So now to you, it's gonna feel like, whoa, that feels left. Yeah. That's the feel, because you go too far right. And too far right means push and hook. More left is gonna fix the push and hook. Now again, Nick's gonna do this because he swings too far inside out. Did I say that already? That he has to feel the opposite and swinging to the left. If you hit pulls and fades, you probably swing left already. You need to feel the opposite. Opposite of left is to the right. So we're going down the heel line for us. We're gonna do a, you know, half, 3/4 swing. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you hit it great or terrible or in between, let's just try one. Cool. Okay, now you see how the shaft, that's crazy, exits underneath your shoulder, right? Yeah. So that looks much more like the model. Feels like it's way left, but that was actually pretty damn good. We're gonna feel like on the way down and through, this is a little more in front of us. We're gonna make sure we clip that mat and then bring that around. Just like this far. Yeah, it's pretty exaggerated, right? Yeah. Little practice one. Yeah, nice. With the ball. Same feel, hands to the left down the heel line. Okay, now we're talking. So that was pretty darn straight, right? Kind of a straight ball. And so when you get the club more on plane, the ball's gonna go very straight. When you're too far under plane, push hook. When you're too far over plane, pull and fade. The trail arm and trail wrist for you get too straight or extended too soon. So if we get you at impact, if we saw, let's say the Max Homa version, at impact, he's got his hips open, his right arm still bent and his right wrist is still bent, right? When we get into our impact, we've got the body at the target, and then we've got the right arm pretty straight and the right wrist pretty straight. And so I want to start to do some impact drills and posing, and then we'll kind of work our way through, where you feel like, obviously the hands are going left on the way through, but what do we do back here? So I've got answers. What we're going to do to start with is start to learn what it feels like to get to a good impact position, which will increase the pelvis and ribcage rotation, and have the right arm and right wrist stay more bent longer. Two things really good ball strikers do. Got to make sure the club face is square enough in order to do this. But you'll see Max Homa here, if we pull him up and pull me up, as he works into the hit, his belt buckle is turning towards the target. As he works into the hit, the right wrist is still bent at impact. And as he works into the hit, the right wrist is still bent. Now the right arm and right wrist fully extend out here, past the ball, but we're doing it fully extended back here. Okay, so let's hop in here. So if we had our normal setup position, now show me an impact pose, no backswing, no follow through. What do you feel like an impact would look like? Give me a good one. You're gonna feel a little lost at sea here because I didn't show you how to do it yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So here at impact, I'm gonna put my hands on you.
Sure.
Impact would look like this. This right side's gonna feel lower. This right arm should feel more bent. And this handle's gonna feel more forward. Now, we're going for a sensation here, Nick, of holy shit, okay? This is gonna be like, are you kidding me? That's what I should feel like through impact. Stay there, stay there, stay there. And you're gonna look and be like, oh, that looks good, okay? The goal in the beginning, okay, relax, is to feel like, oh my God. And then you look at it, you're like, that looks normal. That's the matchup we're going for here. And if you guys are looking for more rotation at impact, right? Or get a good impact position, you start with posing. Say roadmap, hey, where am I going here? And then you add motion, right? Because if we can't pose it, you ain't doing it with real motion. So let's take your setup position. So you should feel a lot of pelvis and ribcage rotation. You should feel like your right side was crunched down. You're like way lower to the ground compared to normal. And you should feel your right arm bent, right? And your right wrist bent. Awesome. This hips might feel like you got a little more space compared to normal. Yeah, you're like, whoa! That feels low. That feels way open. Right arm feels bent, right? Yeah. A huge thank you to our friends at ShotScope for sponsoring today's video. Having information on the golf course is going to make you play better. ShotScope has a range of products so you can better understand your game, from advanced shot tracking devices with over 100 stats and insights on your game, to their accurate rangefinders and simple to use GPS watches for better course management. What I love most about ShotScope is they have the most accurate course maps in golf. Get access to their free mobile app for life when you buy any ShotScope product. Take fewer strokes and improve faster by knowing your game. Now, right arm straightening or bent. We said for your swing, the right arm straightens too soon, the right arm straightens too soon, right wrist releases too soon. We said Max Homan, a good player, right arm's bent, right wrist is bent. Now, the only way you could keep your right arm bent and right wrist bent, which you want to do, is to have your body closer to the ground. Not your chest, but your like right side of your body, like your right rib cage. And the reason it's not your chest is because we need rotation. So as I rotate through, it's my right rib cage that's down. If my body's down, I can bend my arm and wrist and still get to the ground. If my body's up, no way I would do that because I have to throw. Now it's a little chicken or the egg. Did you start throwing and then standing up? Or did you start standing up and then throwing? Probably your face was too open, you threw it and then you stood up, probably. Yeah. But either way to fix it, my point being, this feeling like you're bent over as you're rotated is non-negotiable with the arm piece. You can't have one without the other, okay? So the arm's bent, the wrist is bent, this right side should feel way like you're doing an oblique crunch with your body open. Show me that with your right hand only, please, sir. So just your right hand on there doing that same thing. This is a really good practice. I do this a lot with students to feel the rotation. Bend that right arm a bunch and push that handle forward. Good. Feel how low you are. Should feel like low and super bent. Low. Yeah, open, low and bent, right, is the feel. Good. It's a little easier with just your right hand only when you guys are doing this because you can turn more because your left hand's not on. Go ahead and pop your left hand on. Yeah. Awesome. Now this is me like fully exaggerating you, okay? So it's like a little exaggerated. But if we look at you versus Max, it's not that different. And that's like full exaggeration. Pose it, hips open, right side crunch, right arm bent. Pose it, hips open, right side crunch, right arm bent. And then hit with it. Feeling that same thing. Now I'm gonna feel like through the ball, I got that big right side crunch. I'm open, my right arm's bent. I'm even gonna feel like when I'm hitting these, my right arm like stays bent through the shot and my right wrist stays bent through the shot. Never gonna happen. It's definitely gonna throw, but just because we throw it too soon, it would feel like if anything, you're gonna hold that all the way through. Okay, let's try that next. So let's do the same thing. We'll kind of pose an impact position. Hips open, right side down, right arm bent. Good, reset to normal. Pose it again. Hips open, right side down, right arm bent. Good, back to normal. Now make a little half swing, feeling you're going through that spot, club over your heel line and hold your finish. Yeah, perfect. Let's do the same thing with the ball, 2 rehearsals. Posing impact. This is how you guys gotta do impact. If you're at impact now with 0 hip rotation and a Tour Pro's at 40, you don't go from 0 to 40 full swing, full speed. You go to 0 to more, I'm going from 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 by doing impact pose and then slowly adding speed to it. Good. Awesome. Do a little practice swing, no ball. Yeah, dude. Excellent. Do that again. Practice swing. Good. Okay, let's do it with the ball. Same feels. Just trying to do more than normal. Excellent job, dude. Okay, let's check that out. There's your normal, and there's you feeling the rotation. Look at the difference in your hip rotation. And then there's your exit. That's really, really clean. You really want to feel like the elbow is in front of the wrist, meaning more towards the target. The elbow's in front of the wrist and the shoulder for the longest. Okay. So you're kind of squeezing that shoulder in a little bit. Yeah. You feel that difference? That's like really locked and loaded. The opposite would be if you throw it and that elbow goes back this way.
There's no power.
No, that'd be like the elbow behind the wrist and the shoulder. That's no good. Elbow forward of it with the wrist bent back. So that's another little cue you can use. Keep the elbow in, that's what I like. Elbow is in front of the wrist and the shoulder for the longest. Yes, yes, yes. Bingo. If I hit a little shot, I'm trying to feel that right elbow towards the left. Like you could feel that in your full swing. As you're coming through, the more your elbow's back behind the wrist, the more you toss the club. That'd be like push hook, bad contact. If anything, when you come through, you keep the elbow more forward, the right wrist bent longer as you work the hands left. Elbow more forward, right wrist bent back, work the hands more left, even just like a little practice one. I can feel that on my way through just to like take the hook off. Elbow forward, hands to the left. Elbow forward, hands to the left. Hey, you're doing that pretty damn good, dude. Pretty damn good. Yeah, and you're getting through the ball. Like even here, like watch your hands working around you now. See how the club exits underneath your shoulder? That's like the model. And then the hands are left of the shoulder. Normal, you would be too high into the right.
That's cool.
Cool? Cool.